This was such a fun day. Such a fun day. I remember that last night I shared with you guys that I had gone through a quarter life crisis, and I am only 32 years young. So to say I've gone through a quarter life crisis might sound a bit dramatic. Hey guys, but I wanted to explain the fun that I had today and how necessary it was for my kind of introverted, outgoing personality. If anybody can relate, like or comment below if that makes sense to you. If you are an introverted, outgoing person, I love people. I love being around people. Being around my friends it is something that can really fill my cup. But because I'm a natural introvert, I used to not be that way. But I married an extrovert. Yeah, I see that. I married an extrovert, and so by default, I have kind of taken on the role of being more of the homebody and more of the introvert. Anyways, I digress. So here's what I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about my friends. I want to talk about how important it is to have a community that you feel like could lift you up, a community that one is on the same page with you as far as your values, your family values, your faith, somebody who is going to make you stronger and better, and then also a community of people that you could be completely vulnerable with or silly with and not have that wall of insecurity or people that you're trying to impress. It's really, really dangerous if we get caught up in the trap of trying to impress people and trying to win friends by pretending to be somebody that you're not. I'm going to share something that happened way long time ago that taught me, hey guys, really hard life lessons. For those of you just joining in, I'm talking about friendships tonight. I'm talking about that I had a day full of friendships. If you guys go check out my stories, I hope that you will join me in laughing about the ridiculousness of our adult field day. It was amazing. We were celebrating a friend of mine's birthday, and there's about 20 people there, 10-ish couples or more, and we had a big old powwow, like silly. We're just big old kids. It was hilarious. Anyways, and on the way home, Nick and I were kind of thinking, wow, I feel really blessed to be surrounded with a community that, one, gets us, two, has similar values, and three, they make us better, they make us stronger. And I used to not be that way. Now, what I want to share with you guys tonight, yes, it happened long time ago, but it was a life lesson that changed the way that I found my friends. It changed the way that I treated my friends. It changed the way that I thought about the power that I had to lift people up. So I want to apologize to you in advance if this is like a trigger for you, or if this relates to you, or if this is about you. I love you, and I just wanted to share this and be vulnerable. So in middle school, I told you it was a long time ago. It was a very long time ago. Hey guys, it was in middle school. And guys, raise your hand or tell me in the chat box, like, if you were a mean girl. I'm sorry. I know I hate even using that word, but in middle school, I hadn't quite got my roots yet, and I wasn't quite grounded. And so I was a mean girl. I really chased popularity. I chased just trying to fit in. And I don't really know why. I had a really good family, but the previous years, my dad had cancer and he almost didn't survive. And I think we were bouncing around from house to house to house trying to figure out, he was in the hospital. The three kids were just, anyways, maybe it was just kind of like a hard time in my life. And so I was grasping at, obviously popularity is really important, acceptance really important in middle school, but it got to the point where I had some other friends. Hey guys, I know this is kind of hard for me to share. This is very, very hard for me to share because this is going to involve some people who might watch this, so I'm kind of scared. But I'm going to share it anyways. If this is, okay, I'm going to share it anyways because I have middle school friends, and I have friends here who went to school with me. Anyways, I had some friends who decided that they didn't like certain girls, and I was like, yeah, me neither, right? Because I wanted to be the cool kid. I wanted to be a popular kid. So whoever they didn't like, I didn't like. It was no reason, but there was this sweet precious little 6th grader. I was in 7th grade. She didn't do anything to me. Now, I know I'm talking about middle school, but if you can relate it even as an adult, anyways, gossip is gossip regardless of how old you are. And this involved gossip. And it was a hard lesson of what I learned then. So all of a sudden, nobody liked this one little girl. And it was not her fault. Maybe she looked at somebody the wrong way. Maybe she said something the wrong day, and she just got a conflict with one of my friends. Well, what happened is I decided that I didn't like her either because I was defending my friend. I got her back, right? Like, you have your friends back, you do that, and what happens is, as adults, is when we get together, when we gossip, we bully up on somebody else. And this was my experience of being a bully. And here we go. So we all got together and we wrote this sweet little girl a mean note. Doesn't sound too detrimental, right? I was just trying to roll with the crowd. I was just trying to be cool, fit in. I didn't want to be a sore thumb. I didn't want to ruin the fun. And I didn't want to pull the Christian card and say it's not nice, because people had already been making fun of me for being too nice. So what was I going to do? I was going to show them, hey, I'm not too nice. I can be mean. So we all participated in writing this girl a mean note. Things escalated, and this sweet girl tried to commit suicide. And I was a part of that. I played a part with my words, with my choices, and the actions I had because of peer pressure and being a bully. I caused this girl so much hurt in her heart and her life, and she already had a story of her own. I caused her to not want to live anymore. Things got very serious. The cops came to the school. They had to talk to us. Like, it became a really big deal. I was mortified. It was a very pivotal moment in my life of how powerful my words were. I'm not saying from that moment forward I was the most mature, that I got it all together, but I do remember from that moment forward, I recognized the power of influence. The power of words, and whether you're speaking to one person or whether you're speaking to 1,000, the words that come out of your mouth and the life that you live and the people that you choose to surround yourself with will 100% have a ripple effect. In that season, I had a bad ripple effect. What I was doing is I was choosing to be the same. I was choosing to go with the flow. I didn't want to ruffle any feathers, and I just wanted to, try to fit in instead of speaking truth. Well, now, as a 32-year-old, I find myself still scrolling through social media or walking through Target or looking around different school moms, and I'm thinking, I wonder if they feel alone. Like, I wonder if they feel bullied socially, virtually. I wonder if you have ever been put down with words, or if you're on the other side of that and you're putting other people down with your words, with your actions, with your attitude, with your cynicism, with your skeptical attitude towards people. Are you judgmental just because somebody is different? I'm sitting here thinking about how we're all walking into this new school year, right? I have kids. My oldest is starting kindergarten, and if you're a school mom, I want to protect my children, and I don't want them to have that negative peer pressure, but it's going to happen. And so I think as adults here, what can we do to be a better example? Well, what I've been striving to do is to create a fun, uplifting, positive community on social media, because social media is going to be here regardless if we want it to or not within our kids' lives. And if I could be a part of that and create a positive atmosphere, maybe that could trickle down into the lives of my children and maybe your children and so on and so forth. It reminded me so much today of being surrounded by the people I was, having that adult field day. We laughed until we cried. It was just hilarious. I lost every single relay. Like, I was totally a crappy teammate. I'm sorry. But it was a blast. Where's my point? My point is, friendships are very important in my life, and I want them to be treasured in your life to the point where you will be an asset, that you will bring good things to the table, and that in order for you to make friends, you need to be a better friend. And the power of your words matter. And if you're not surrounding yourself with people who are going to make you stronger, better, wiser, braver, and overall direct you towards the purpose that you have in your life, then don't waste your time. I'm not telling you to completely diss those friends and not be kind, but always have a big heart, always be kind. But it's so powerful. The friends that I was surrounded with today and the friends that I'm surrounded with church, it's so awesome. It is so powerful that I can be surrounded with a community that I feel gets me, that I feel I belong to, that I feel safe with. And it's not always been that way. Friends haven't always come easy by me. Like in high school, I felt like I had no friends, but again, that was my own perception. But I remember praying so hard, so hard for just one female friend. I just wanted one girlfriend, and God answered that prayer. And in college, I met my best friend for life, Jenna. I love you. And it was from that moment forward that I thought, you know what? I am going to be a better friend in order to make more friends. In order for me to be surrounded by girlfriends that can lift me up, girlfriends that I can talk to, go to, feel vulnerable with, that I can laugh until I cry, that I had to step up my game. I had to set aside my middle school ways, figuratively, because I didn't want gossip, drama, cynicism, judgment, insecurity in my life. But I had to step up and say, okay, here I am, here's who I am, here's what I believe in, here's what I stand for, and this is what you get. And because of that, it's kind of like attraction. Attraction, people come to you that fit that vibe. So I wanted to share that with you because I'm trying to create a positive community online to, one, help us all feel like we belong to something. That's where Love Fast, Live Slow pulls a big heartstring for me, because I want the people who are a part of Love Fast, Live Slow to feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves, and that they can come to a community where they feel like it's going to strengthen them, it's going to make them better, it's going to sharpen them as a believer in Christ, it's going to help them become healthier, it's going to, tweak their discipline a bit and their nutrition, and overall help you become a better person. And if that is something that you are interested in learning more about, you know where to find me. I don't bite. I hope that I come across as very, welcoming. I want to talk to new people and more people, but I'm not going to hound you. I just want to let you know that my doors are open, and I want to be a good friend, and I want to be a good friend to you if you're seeking a sisterhood in an uplifting, positive community. It took me years and years and years to find a community where I feel like they were okay with me being a busy mom. They were okay with me being a working mom. They were okay with me being a person who might not have text back immediately, or somebody who can't always hang out because of my, kids have certain needs that can't be around a large group. So it's unique for everybody. But I just wanted to let you know that if you're looking for community, we are establishing that with Love Fast, Live Slow, especially on the health and fitness side. And you're always invited to ask me about it. I would love to talk to you more about what I do and the community that we are creating to hopefully make some people feel loved and supported and really just like on fire for the ambition that they have in their hearts. Sound good? Thanks, guys, for letting me talk about that. I just wanted to say that before I went to bed tonight. It's kind of scary. So I love you. Hope that came across good. Bye, guys.